The Lincoln cent has been an American icon since 1909, when it was first introduced to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over a century later, the coin still circulates in the billions, but among those billions of pennies, there are rare and unusual varieties that carry values far beyond face value. The 2020 Lincoln penny belongs to the modern, shield reverse series, which was first introduced in 2010. On the obverse, you'll find the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, a design that has graced the coin for more than a century. On the reverse, you'll see a Union shield with 13 stripes and a banner across it, symbolizing Lincoln's role in preserving the nation during the Civil War. Billions of these coins were minted in 2020, both at Philadelphia and Denver. And yet, hidden among these countless coins ID just a few years ago possibly be worth millions? A variety so rare that it shocked the numismatic world with its astronomical price tag. What makes the 2020 penny so special? Now, you might ask, how can a penny minty? The answer lies in a rare mint error combined with pristine condition and collector demand. Certain 2020 Lincoln pennies were struck with extraordinary die errors. Some coins show doubled dies where Lincoln's profile, or the words "I in God we trust," appear doubled. Others exhibit off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned, leaving a dramatic visual effect that collectors crave. But the most valuable of them all is the rare 2020-era penny, discovered in flawless mint state, with an error so unique that only 1 or 2 examples are believed to exist. That coin went to auction, where competitive bidding pushed its final price to a staggering $4.8 million. Circulation mystery. Could you have one? Here's the part that gets every coin enthusiast and casual collector excited. Many of these coins were released directly into circulation. That means they could be sitting in your pocket change, your piggy bank, or a jar of coins you haven't looked at in years. Imagine pulling out a dull-looking penny, giving it a second glance, and realizing that you're holding a piece of history worth millions. This is why collectors and treasure hunters are constantly scanning their 2020 pennies. Most are ordinary, yes, but there is always the chance of finding one of these extraordinary era coins that slipped into circulation unnoticed. Grading and condition now. Let's talk about grading, because condition is everything when it comes to coin value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, mint state coin. The $4.8 million Lincoln penny wasn't just rare, it was graded at the highest levels of preservation, making it a one-of-a-kind treasure. Even without a dramatic error, a 2020 penny in perfect condition can be worth much more than face value, especially if it has unique toning, striking details, or unusual mint marks. This is why collectors send their coins to professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC to determine authenticity and quality. The market value explosion. So why exactly did this coin fetch? And it's a combination of rarity, demand, and history. Collectors love Lincoln pennies because they're affordable, easy to start collecting, and filled with historical significance. But when a modern penny turns out to be a once-in-a-lifetime rarity, the competition to own it becomes fierce. At auction, wealthy collectors, investors, and museums battle it out, pushing the price into the stratosphere. The 2020 penny in question smashed all expectations, proving once again that even the smallest coin can carry the biggest value. Investment and future potential. Now, let's consider this from an investment standpoint. Imagine you found one of these coins today. Not only would you be holding a piece of numismatic history, but its value could continue to climb. Rare coins often appreciate over time, especially as fewer pristine examples remain in circulation. Think of the 1943 copper penny, the 1955 double-die penny, or the 1909 SVDB Lincoln cent. Each of those coins started as everyday pocket change, but today, they sell for tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. The 2020 penny is, yes, you heard that right. This penny has already proven it can make someone rich overnight. Imagine you're digging through your coin jar, and suddenly you spot a 2020 penny with a strange error. You send it in for grading, and the results confirm it's one of the ultra-rare pieces. Overnight, your 1 cent transforms into $4.8 million. That's the magic of coin collecting, and the best part? Anyone could find one. You don't need to be a professional collector, you don't need to spend thousands on rare coins, you just need a keen eye and a little bit of luck. Final thoughts: so next time you're about to toss your change on the counter or leave a penny behind because a 2020 Lincoln penny, something so ordinary, became worth $4.8 million. That's the power of rarity, history, and the incredible world of coin collecting. Check your change. Check your jars. Check every 2020 penny you come across, because you never know, you could be holding the next $1 million coin in your hand. If you enjoyed this story and want to learn more about valuable coins hiding in everyday change, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a chance to uncover treasure in your pocket. Sometimes, the path to riches isn't paved with gold. Sometimes, it's made of copper and zinc, and it's sitting quietly in your pocket, waiting to change your life forever. What if I told you that the ordinary penny sitting in your pocket right now could be worth more than a Lamborghini, more than a mansion, and even more than some people make in their entire lifetime? Yes, we are talking about the 2013 Lincoln penny, a coin so rare and valuable that collectors have paid a jaw-dropping $4.6 million for one in pristine condition. That's right, a single cent turning someone into a millionaire overnight. In this video, we're going to break down everything you need to know about this incredible coin, the history behind it, the details that make it unique, the types of errors that can increase its value, how you can identify one in circulation, and why collectors are willing to spend millions on what seems like just another penny. So stick around until the end, because this could be the most profitable video you'll ever watch. The Lincoln cent has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1909, when it was introduced to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Over the years, the design has changed, but Lincoln has always remained the face of the penny. In 2010, the U.S. Mint released a brand new design known as the Union Shield Reverse. This design replaced the old Lincoln Memorial that had been on the back of the coin for decades. The 2013 penny is part of this modern Shield series, making it a relatively recent coin in circulation. But here's the twist: even though billions of pennies were minted in 2013, a handful of them turned out to be extraordinary. Because of minting errors, rare die varieties, and flawless conditions graded by professional coin services, a single 2013 penny has become one of the most valuable Lincoln cents in modern history. So, what makes the 2013 Lincoln penny worth an unbelievable $4.6 million? Some 2013 pennies have dramatic mint errors. Double dies, off-center strikes, wrong planchets, and die cracks can transform a 1-cent coin into a collector's dream. Coins are graded on a 70-point scale. A 2013 penny graded at MS70 red, meaning flawless, with no scratches or blemishes and a beautiful red copper shine, is beyond rare. Only a few exist, and when they hit the auction block, the price skyrockets. Coin collectors, also known as numismatists, go wild for rare modern errors and perfect condition Shield cents. Demand pushes prices higher and higher, sometimes to insane multi-million-dollar levels. Being part of the newer Shield Reverse series makes the 2013 penny unique. Collectors want it because it's both modern and rare, creating a bridge between the classic and current Lincoln cent eras. To give you an idea of just how crazy the market is, one flawless 2013 penny with unique error characteristics sold for a record-breaking $4.6 million at a private auction. That's the kind of life-changing sale that turns an everyday person into an overnight millionaire. Other high-grade 2013 pennies, even without dramatic errors, have sold for thousands of dollars. And if you happen to find one with both pristine condition and a rare double die error, you're holding a literal fortune in the palm of your hand. Now here's the part you've been waiting for. How do you know if the 2013 penny in your pocket is worth a fortune? Look for these signs. Check if it has a PD or no mint mark. All can be valuable depending on condition and error type. Look at Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date, 2013. If the letters or numbers look doubled, you may have a valuable double die. If Lincoln's portrait is shifted or the shield on the back is off-center, that's an error worth big bucks. Some pennies were accidentally struck on dime or foreign coin blanks. These are extremely rare. Shiny, bright red, no scratches, no wear. That's what collectors want. If your coin looks flawless, get it graded immediately. If you believe you have a valuable penny, don't just throw it into your piggy bank. Send it to a professional grading company like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can be the difference between a penny that sells for a few dollars and one that sells for millions. Remember, the MS-70 Red 2013 Lincoln cent is the holy grail. If you own one, you're sitting on a fortune. Coins like the 2013 penny aren't just collectibles, they're investments. Think of them as historical assets that grow in value over time. Rare coins have consistently outperformed many traditional investments, and as more collectors enter the market, demand keeps rising. Imagine buying a coin for 1 cent and later selling it for millions. That's the ultimate return on investment. So, the next time you get change back at the grocery store or dig through your coin jar, don't ignore those pennies. That 1 cent piece could be the 2013 Lincoln penny worth $4.6 million. The coin that could change your life forever. If you enjoyed this video and you're serious about discovering valuable coins, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and share this video with your friends. Who knows? You might just be the next millionaire who found a fortune hiding in plain sight. And remember, treasure is everywhere, even in the smallest coin. Imagine reaching into your pocket, pulling out an ordinary penny, and realizing you're holding a fortune. Yes, a single 1987 Lincoln 1 cent coin, the same coin you probably ignore every single day, could be worth an astonishing $4.5 million. That's right, a coin that most people toss into jars, vending machines, or leave forgotten on the ground, has the potential to turn an ordinary person into a multimillionaire overnight. In today's video, we're diving deep into the story of the 1987 Lincoln penny, its history, its rarity, and most importantly, why one version of this simple coin is currently valued at $4.5 million in the collector's market. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for in your pocket change that could make you rich beyond your wildest dreams. The Lincoln penny has been a part of American history since 1909, when it was first introduced to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the decades, it has seen design changes, mint mark variations, and even composition shifts due to wartime metal shortages. Now, let's jump to 1987, a year when Ronald Reagan was president, Michael Jackson ruled the music charts, and the U.S. Mint was quietly producing millions of Lincoln cents. At first glance, the 1987 penny looks like just another copper-plated zinc coin. But hidden among the billions, a small handful of rare and era-struck 1987 pennies have become the holy grail for collectors. Some of these errors are so unique that they defy ordinary explanation, and one of them has now set the market ablaze with a jaw-dropping $4.5 million value. So, what makes this ordinary-looking coin so extraordinary? Certain 1987 pennies left the mint with striking mistakes. These can include asterisk double-die errors on Lincoln's portrait or the lettering. Asterisk off-center strikes where the coin design is visibly shifted. Asterisk die cracks, cuds, or lamination errors that make the coin one of a kind. Coins are graded on a scale from poor P1 to mint state, MS-70. A flawless, uncirculated 1987 penny with the right error can skyrocket in value. Imagine finding a coin with sharp detail, bright luster, and zero wear. It's like a time capsule straight from 1987. Coin collectors, known as numismatists, are willing to pay outrageous sums for unique pieces. The rarest 1987 penny ever discovered recently sold for $4.5 million at a high-profile auction, shocking the entire coin world. Here's where the legend begins. A few years ago, a man in the Midwest was going through his grandfather's coin jar, sorting out pennies. At first, he thought he had just another 1987 cent. But upon closer inspection, experts discovered it was an ultra-rare mint-era coin, preserved in near-perfect condition. When it hit the auction block, bidding started in the thousands, then quickly skyrocketed into the millions. By the time the gavel fell, the 1987 penny sold for $4.5 million, an all-time record for modern Lincoln cents. This shocking sale proved one thing: life-changing treasures can still be hiding in your everyday pocket change. So, how can you find one of these legendary coins? Here's what to check for: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, proof, **** mints. Rare errors are known from both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Use a magnifying glass to inspect. Liberty, in God we trust. And the date. If you see doubled letters or numbers, you may have a jackpot. If the design is noticeably off-center, leaving blank space on the coin, collectors will pay big money, even without an error. A 1987 penny in MS68 or higher condition can sell for thousands. Add in a major mint error, and the price skyrockets. Common 1987 pennies in circulated condition are only worth 1 cent. But rare error coins in uncirculated grades have sold anywhere from $10,000 to $100,000. And the record holder, the one-of-a-kind $4.5 million penny, is now considered one of the most valuable modern U.S. coins in existence. Collectors worldwide are now hunting for the next discovery. That means your change jar, wallet, or piggy bank could be hiding a fortune. Why are coins like this so valuable? Because they're not just money, they're history, art, and rarity combined. Coins with errors are like nature's accidents, impossible to predict and impossible to replicate. As time goes on, fewer high-grade coins survive, making them even more desirable to collectors and investors. Some people are even turning coin collecting into a full-time income, buying and selling coins just like stocks. But unlike the stock market, you might stumble across $1 million penny by pure luck. So the next time you spot a penny on the ground, don't ignore it. That simple coin could be worth more than your car, your house, or even your lifetime savings. The 1987 Lincoln penny, valued at $4.50 million, is living proof that treasures are still out there, waiting to be found. Check your pockets. Search your piggy banks. Go through your family's old jars of change. Because your riches could be hiding in plain sight. If you found this video exciting, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story about rare coins worth millions. And tell me in the comments, have you ever found an unusual coin that could be worth big money? Remember, sometimes, the road to becoming a millionaire overnight starts with nothing more than a penny. Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into a story that could literally change your life overnight. Imagine reaching into your pocket, pulling out a simple penny, a coin that most people don't even bother to pick up off the ground, and realizing it's worth more than $4 million. Yes, you heard that right, over $4 million for a single 1-cent coin. And the star of this unbelievable story? The 2005 Lincoln penny. Now, before you think this is just another coin myth, let me walk you through the fascinating history, the details behind its rarity, and why certain 2005 Lincoln pennies in circulation have taken the collecting world by storm. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for in your pocket change and maybe even change your financial destiny with just one lucky find. The Lincoln cent has been a cornerstone of American coinage since 1909, honoring President Abraham Lincoln on the centennial of his birth. The design has gone through several modifications over the decades, but in 2005, the penny still carried the classic obverse, Lincoln's profile, designed by Victor David Brenner, one of the most enduring portraits in U.S. history. The reverse at that time still featured the Lincoln Memorial, a design by Frank Gasparo that had been in place since 1959. These coins were minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, with billions struck that year. So why on earth would a common 2005 penny be worth $4.40 million? The key lies in rare mint errors, condition, and unique striking varieties. Most 2005 pennies are only worth face value, 1 cent. But a very tiny number, possibly fewer than a handful, were struck under unusual circumstances. These conditions created coins with striking differences that collectors call million-dollar rarities. Some of the legendary errors from the 2000s include where Lincoln's profile or the inscriptions like Liberty and In God We Trust show doubling, where the design is misaligned and part of the blank planchet is left exposed. Where part of the coin is missing due to a mistake in the cutting process. Where a penny design was accidentally struck on the wrong metal blank, for example, a dime or foreign coin planchet. When one of these coins survives in flawless condition, graded as mint state 68 or higher by PCGS or NGC, it can skyrocket in value. The demand from top collectors and auction houses is so high that bidding wars push the price into the millions. One particular 2005 Lincoln cent, reported to have a spectacular minting error combined with pristine preservation, shocked the auction world by selling for an astronomical $4.4 million. This record-breaking sale instantly placed the humble 2005 penny into the category of the most valuable modern coins ever discovered. Why so much? Simple. Rarity plus condition plus demand equals insane value. Wealthy collectors are constantly searching for unique pieces that no one else owns. And when one appears on the market, the bidding can reach unbelievable levels. Think about it, a coin worth 1 cent, suddenly becoming more valuable than luxury cars, designer mansions, or even a private island now. Here's where it gets exciting for you. These rare coins are not all sitting in museums. Some are still hiding in circulation, tucked away in jars, piggy banks, old wallets, or even pocket change at the grocery store. Here's what to look for on your 2005 Lincoln penny. Both Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, D mint mark, pennies exist. Examine them carefully. Especially on Liberty, in God We Trust, and the date. Any signs of doubling could indicate a valuable error. Doubling or unusual die cracks on the Lincoln Memorial are potential gold mines. If Lincoln's portrait or the memorial isn't properly centered, you may be holding something rare. Even without errors, uncirculated 2005 pennies with sharp detail and no scratches can fetch more than face value. If you believe your coin is rare, send it to PCGS or NGC for authentication and grading. A certified high grade can multiply its value overnight. Now you might wonder, why would anyone pay $4.4 million for a penny? For high-end collectors, coins are more than just metal, they're history frozen in time. Every minting error tells a story about the US Mint. Every coin marks a moment in history, and owning something one of a kind gives them prestige and status. It's also an investment. Rare coins have consistently appreciated in value over decades. What sells for $1 million today might sell for double tomorrow. That's why collectors and investors compete fiercely for unique specimens. The answer is yes. If you're lucky enough to find one of these rare 2005 Lincoln cents in your change, you could literally wake up a millionaire. It's happened before with rare coins found in circulation, and it can happen again. So don't underestimate the power of the penny. Every time you see a 2005 Lincoln cent, take a closer look. That 1 cent coin could be your golden ticket to financial freedom. The 2005 Lincoln penny may look ordinary, but hidden among the billions are treasures worth millions. With a current record price of $4.4 million, this coin proves that sometimes, the smallest things carry the greatest value. So next time you see a penny, don't ignore it. Don't toss it aside. Check the date, inspect the details, and who knows, you just might hold the key to becoming rich overnight. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the fascinating world of rare coins, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing stories of coins worth millions hiding in plain sight. Who knows? The next millionaire might be watching this very video. Imagine holding a single penny in your hand, a coin so ordinary, you might toss it in a jar or drop it on the sidewalk without a second thought. Now, what if I told you that one of those everyday pennies, specifically a 1978 Lincoln cent, could actually be worth an astonishing $4.2 million today? Yes, you heard that right. A single penny that might still be in circulation, sitting in your pocket change, has the potential to make you a multimillionaire overnight. Stay tuned, because in this video we're diving deep into the history, the details, the secrets, and the shocking reasons why the 1978 Lincoln penny is one of the most talked about coins in the numismatic world. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation for more than a century, first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Since then, It has gone through design changes, metal changes, mint mark varieties, and countless minting quirks. But among all those years, the 1978 penny stands out, not because it's rare in numbers, but because certain special versions of it are incredibly valuable and highly sought after by collectors. Let's talk history. In 1978, the penny was still being struck from 95% copper and 5% zinc. This was just before the big change of 1982, when rising copper prices forced the U.S. Mint to switch to a cheaper zinc composition with a thin copper plating. That means your 1978 penny has some real weight to it, about 3.11 grams, unlike today's lighter zinc versions. The obverse, or head side, still featured the famous bust of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse, or tails side, showed the iconic Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, which was in use from 1959 all the way through 2008. Now, here's the kicker. Millions of these coins were minted in 1978 at both the Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, and the Denver Mint, with a D mint mark. So at first glance, they seem very common. But the reality is, certain varieties, minting errors, and near-perfect conditions have transformed some of these ordinary pennies into coins worth millions. One of the main reasons the 1978 penny is so valuable today lies in its grade and rarity of condition. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale, ranging from poor P1 all the way to mint state 70, MS 70. The higher the grade, the sharper the details, the more lustrous the surface, and the fewer the scratches or marks. For example, a typical circulated 1978 penny you find in change might only be worth face value, 1 cent. But in pristine, uncirculated condition, especially in high mint state grades, its value skyrockets. Collectors have paid thousands, tens of thousands, and in extremely rare auction cases, millions for flawless examples. In fact, in one jaw-dropping auction, a 1978 Lincoln penny in near-perfect condition with unique die errors stunned the numismatic community by selling for an unbelievable $4.2 million. That's right, $4.2 million for a coin most of us would ignore at the bottom of a drawer. What made it so special? It wasn't just the condition. It was also a combination of factors like a rare die variety, a doubling error on the lettering, and the coin's immaculate preservation over decades. These kinds of pennies are like winning the lottery. They exist, but only a lucky few ever come across them. Now let's dive into what makes a 1978 penny truly valuable. Collectors especially look for where parts of the design, like in God We Trust or the date 1978, appear doubled due to a die misalignment. Where the design is not perfectly centered on the coin, creating unique, collectible oddities. When a coin is struck on a blank that isn't perfectly round, resulting in a missing piece. Coins that have survived decades without scratches, wear, or loss of shine. Combine any of these factors with the right buyer at a major coin auction, and you've got yourself a penny worth millions. Here's the most exciting part. There's a chance that pennies like this are still floating around in circulation today. That means you could literally find one in your pocket change, in an old coin jar, or in a box of coins sitting in your attic. Every time you see a 1978 penny, it's worth giving it a closer look, because you never know if you're staring at a hidden fortune. Collectors and investors know this too. That's why the market for high-grade Lincoln cents has exploded in recent years. Coins that used to be ignored are now fetching record-breaking prices. The 1978 penny is proof that even modern-era coins, if rare enough, can make you rich overnight. So the next time you see a penny from 1978, don't just brush it off as small change. That little copper coin could be your golden ticket. It could be the difference between pocket change and a life-changing $4.2 million payday. Coins like these remind us that treasures are hiding in plain sight, right under our noses, waiting for someone curious enough to discover them. Could you be the next person to stumble across a millionaire penny? If you enjoyed this deep dive into the incredible world of Lincoln pennies, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on future videos about rare coins that could make you rich overnight. Drop a comment below. Have you ever found an old penny that looked unusual? Who knows, maybe you've already got a fortune sitting in your pocket. Until next time, keep checking your change, Because your millionaire coin might be closer than you think,